Unlimited candy is no good for anyone.
It just leads to diabetes.
Yaha!
You don't want to love diabetes, do you?
Fuck no!
Exactly.
I lost weight to avoid diabetes. This is why I always have thought it would be a bad thing to be the sultan of a harem.
Oh my God. If I lived in that time to be a smarter than average woman, I would volunteer to be in a harem. Hells yeah. Ideally, the royal one.
Let's get you some curly-toed slippers.
Look at it from the woman's point of view. Where most married women are shackled to a husband they hardly know and children, a lady of the harem typically only has sex with the king once, maybe twice a year. So if she has any children, maybe one, the rest of her day is engaging in her own interests, learning to read, calligraphy, needlepoint, having hot lesbian sex with the other ladies. That is not a bad life for the time.
Ha ha! Yes! Learning to play the zither, or whatever that's called.
It was only the politically important wives who got involved in all the plots and had to have sex with the sultan often to ensure that they would become pregnant. A zither, exactly. And all the shopping would come to them to pick out silks and jewels.
Sheer fabrics.
Oh, and I bet they had fun with the eunuchs, too.
Haha, fun.
Gardening. Taking long, languid baths.
See? You have a harem girl side to you. I approve.
Harem life is like the opposite of what everyone thinks at first glance. Yes, it is sort of sexual slavery, but it has great benefits.
What I wouldn't give for a shoulder rub from a harem girl right now.
Is shoulder pain a frequent place that gets sore by the end of the day?
Yes, more so now that I am working out. Probably need to watch my posture more.
My friend recently got one of those harness thingies that force you to keep your posture. She said it was a miracle worker.
I had one once, and I lost it. Damn it, it was great.
Transformative in her exercise routine. So get another.
That's what I have to do then. Get another one. Until I can find a harem girl. Ha ha.
Yep. Well, they don't have to hurt in order to be rubbed.
True.
Do you also like belly dancers?
Very much so. I was in love with one for a time, and she me.
Uh-oh. I hear a butt coming up.
But that's an extremely long story. Extremely long for a later date.
F that. It can wait for a call.
Exactly.
I know. I hate it when I have to type out a long, nuanced story, and I would never expect anyone else to have to do it.
Thank you. I draw the line at doing that. Oh, before I got us on this kinky road, we were discussing the YouTube goals.
Yes.
I do plan on starting a Patreon soon and making money with Streamlabs. I just have to figure out what's holding me back ethically.
Good. I think our community, more than most, actively supports the content creators. The culprit most likely is your upbringing. We were raised to think asking for money is bad.
You are right. That's part of the fun. Being friends with the other creators, getting and sharing encouragement, feeling part of a group. This time, my dear Kelpish, you are incorrect.
Oh?
It is a good guess, a very good guess, but you are wrong.
Fair enough. Then what is it?
I want to make sure I have good rewards for my Patreons. On some level, I think I want a better production quality too.
What about not having various levels?
I am a capitalist. I love the idea of getting paid. I am not a hippie. But I want it to be equitable. I despise content creators who just look at Patreons as a meal ticket.
And let the patrons decide what they want to give monthly.
That's not a bad idea.
I will say I am a patron to 4 creators.
Oh, that's what I wanted to tell you. If I could actually type this out briefly.
Okay.
Of course you are. You are Madam Kelpill. I'll say it quick, though. It needs a call to explain nuance. You asked me if I'd consider YouTube as a career.
Oh, yeah. Have you considered it more?
Very much so.
Good.
More than that, it is this. As I become more alpha at an accelerated rate, I realize something.
You are an accelerated alpha? Oh my fucking God.
My rate of becoming an alpha is accelerating.
You're like a 1.6 alpha.
Last month, I became 88% more alpha, but this month it's been 122% more alpha. I measured it on my alpha meter.
You are 3,000% more alpha. Oh my God.
I am. Every month I get more and more alpha.
Oh, that's a lot of alpha.
It's accelerating at a rate that scares me almost.
Yeah, is that kind of like an orbit? Like it would like slowly become corrupted and then you like just burn up into the sun?
No, just read your lines.
Oh?
Yeah, I wanted to be my own boss. I never really wanted that my whole life.
Oh, yeah. Those two concepts go hand in hand.
So I am learning.
Wonderful. And what an exciting journey to be on.
Being free for a full 2 months from my main job, just doing food delivery, living like a pro YouTuber, I like it. In fact, I love it, Kelpish.
I know you do. You are thriving, and it shows in your work.
You are right. A journey. If you were a genie levitating in front of me in sheer silks, I'd wish to become successful in this venture.
Boing! Head bob and a swish of the ponytail.
And thank you for noticing my progress. It's one of the best.
I had another line.
Oh. Go ahead and say an unimportant line, Kelpish.
There you go.
You really delivered that line like an alpha.
Yeah, whatever. Get back to your lines.
I'm trying to get loopy. And thank you for noticing my progress. It's one of the best compliments. People seeing your growth who knew your earlier work. Ha ha! Thank you, my genie. Let me reward you with a kiss. Mwah.
I would imagine that you are putting together a plan to transition.
This is so new. Very new. Not as yet.
Oh, gotcha.
Getting into the stock market was a big step for me.
Oh, congrats. I'm sure you chose well.
What I know for sure is Massachusetts has delayed opening another 2 weeks. So I have at least until June 1st. You know the amount of videos I can make in that time. And I appreciate your congrats. My father is a whiz. He helped me choose well. I am lucky.
I am sure you will be more prolific than rabbits in springtime. Little bunny emoji.
I am feeling the spring fever. In other ways. Ha ha ha!
Naughty.
Always. It is so exciting to talk about such things. It's so exciting to be in this age and have these dreams.
I know what you mean, actually. Right after I left D, I really thought that the most satisfying time in my life had already happened. And I just had to accept it. I can say with 100% confidence that that is no longer true.
That makes me immeasurably happy.
You and me both.
Did you go through a midlife crisis?
I don't think so. Nothing major. Things get difficult to identify. So much was happening. When do they typically occur?
Around age 40.
Soon after one turns 40, right?
Yes, or maybe right before.
Yeah, so that was the absolutely worst time.
Mine was pretty bad too, but maybe not as bad as yours.
Oh, sorry for being ambiguous. I was just so numbed with watching my marriage crumble, burning through my life savings, losing 2 vehicles, blah, blah, blah. Any midlife crisis I had was overshadowed by all the bullshit.
Yikes! I can see how it would be.
It does seem like a lot when I type it all out like that. Oh,
It does.
and
Tell me
my
more about your shitty marriage, Kelpie.
oh yeah, and my greyhound got cancered and passed away. I literally did not want to exist anymore. I wasn't suicidal, however. I want to make that distinction.
Or my poor sweet Kelpie non-sexual hug.
Non-sexual hug is one of the creepiest things he has ever said. I don't know what it is about that. Because non-sexual hug means he kind of wants it to be sexual.
No, that means that every other time he mentions hugging, it's sexual.
So gross. Thanks.
That is an interesting distinction.
I hated existing, but I wasn't planning to take myself out.
Gotcha.
One day, over a couple of strong G&Ts, I will regale you with all of the bullshit that asshole put me through. All the antics he played, and how I was so misguided in refusing to leave him.
No way to treat a sexy sub who only wants to please you and make you orgasm time and time again.
He often didn't want a blowjob. Let me repeat. He often had zero interest in a no reciprocation blowjob.
I have to go gag. I'll BRB.
I know, right? Question.
I'm about to turn into, bro, if I had your girl for one day. One day.
I realize there can be a spectrum of opinions, but I am curious about a guy's point of view.
See, Jorrun's thinking like he refused a blowjob, so then like he would be there as backup blowjob. Hey, you want to give a blowjob? And he doesn't want one. Here's my dick.
Oh yeah, he can be substitute blowjob receiver. Yeah.
Because she has to give a blowjob now. She was all prepared.
A blowjob is on the table and no one has taken it.
I volunteer.
I will take the blowjob.
If anybody's husbands refuse blowjobs, just call me, and I will let you blow me with no reciprocation.
Yeah, he thinks that it's like commodities that you can transfer.
Right, yeah.
Just as politely?
Just ask politely, and I will answer.
Say you and your partner sleep in the same bed each night. If they wanted to wake you up by way of sexual stimuli, how would you respond to that? Not every day, mind you, just occasionally.
And are you whispering, Master, please play with me as you do this?
You don't have to do anything.
How would I respond? I would respond with a very hard cock.
Except for enjoying it. Sigh. I was rebuffed. Twice.
The girl Jeannie I told you about, if I woke her up by rubbing her ass, she would immediately blow me.
What?
Here she is sleeping in bed. And like Jorrun wakes up and starts like rubbing her ass, trying not to wake her up. And in his fantasy mind, she just like wakes up and blows him.
Yeah, it doesn't work that way.
You're gonna be like, what are you doing? Get your hand off my ass. No, don't talk.
Well,
I'm sleeping. I rub the sleepy ass.
I've rarely been happier.
I've rarely been happier.
See, that was the nice thing to do.
2 rebuffs. Lucky for you, I didn't know you at that time.
Maybe you would have smacked some sense into me.
Not even nice per se. I did what she really liked, and she did what I really liked, or we both really liked the whole experience.
See, that's beautiful. That's what it's all about.
Ha! More like I would have stolen you and treated you properly.
Aw.
Jorrun's always about stealing women from men.
But when you ask him, I'm like, yeah, have you ever done this? No.
No. But I want to one day steal a woman.
Think about it an awful lot.
Who thinks about stealing women? He's always stealing them.
Well, his ideal sexual being is someone who's been tricked into being trapped in a receptacle.
Yes, and that's what they will say.
Women.
It is. I'm not sure if she's dating anyone right now, but if she is, he's one lucky bastard.
Maybe you should ask her.
I will. I've been lax with our friendship. Should have checked in on her months ago.
Well, remedy that, if only to keep the friendship healthy.
I shall.
Yeah, do my commands, bitch. One thing that I learned from my bullshit is...
What was great for my ego was the guy she dated sometime after me was a real wacko. After she ended it, she looked at me much more affectionately. Ha ha!
Oh, after the fact she understood your amazing value.
Correct. She even went back to calling me master as a term of affection.
And you weren't together at the time?
What was the one thing that you learned?
Oh.
Yes, we were just friends, but she admitted missing me as a bit more than as friends.
That life is too short. If you find something you love to do, or someone that you love to do, don't dilly-dally or make excuses, or try to rationalize why they shouldn't be pursued.
Life is not short, Kelpish, for it is the longest thing you will ever do. Good girl! I am proud of you! Some people don't learn that till they are too old to do anything about it. I'm deadly serious.
I know what you mean.
Part of why I am moving at 1,000,000 miles per hour, I'm making up for lost time.
I get it, though. I feel like I have wasted so much time. I don't want to waste any more.
Exactly. And the funny thing is, I am so ambitious now. I can't get everything done in a single day. This Jorrun did not exist in my 20s.
That is good, though. There should always be a few things left on your to-do list for the day. Otherwise, you're leaving time on the table.
I am not complaining, but I get dizzy. So much change, so fast. The last 2 years, really. But these last 6 months, then these last 2 months, wow!
Seriously, physical dizziness.
No, haha, metaphorical. I feel great.
Okay, just checking. I used to get strange bouts of vertigo in my mid-30s.
You're sweet. I am sure you are a great friend to the people in your life. Wow! I got my first ever vertigo attack last year. It was not fun. I have been mostly good since then, though.
That is good. It fucked my shit right up. The first time I noticed it, I was driving.
Screamy face emoji! How are you alive?
I somehow got myself home, and then I had Dee drive me to urgent care.
I've never felt so helpless in my own body.
It was bad. I don't know how I made it home, honestly. And when I finally saw a doctor at urgent care, he didn't really even try to diagnose me. Just gave me a script at a certain dose. I think I went to urgent care on a Thursday, called out on the Friday. The dose that he gave me was so strong. I was out, like as in unconscious, for almost the entire 3-day period.
Holy shit!
I was told to make an appointment with my regular physician if I was still experiencing symptoms the following week. So I saw my primary care and she did all these tests.
Fuck! Apparently I lucked out with competent doctors.
And looked up what the urgent care person did, and her jaw dropped. The dose he gave me was like 400% higher than what it should have been. Basically, he wanted me to sleep it off.
Fuck! What a quack!
Or not come back complaining that it wasn't getting better. Who knows? But she got me on the right dosage, and I could actually work on the medication.
Thank God!
I got it maybe 3 more times after that, and then never again.
Phew!
It was probably the worst feeling ever. To feel like you are constantly moving and falling and about to throw up.
My incredibly hot friend Nicole suffers with vertigo extremely badly.
I never really understood what it was until I had it myself.
That's how it was like for me. Like I was really drunk without the good feeling.
Yep, exactly. The spins to the extreme.
I was at work. Luckily, my coworker caught me as I fell.
How scary.
How alpha is it to faint at work and have your female coworker catch you in her arms?
How scary.
What?
Why did you do that?
I didn't do anything.
You did. You said the word.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
I didn't say anything.
Did I start laughing?
Yeah, you did. I don't know why.
That's just not fair. I have to find my balance now. Because now I'm scared you're going to say it.
How scary.
How scary. And I'm sure you are like me and that you don't know.
What? Stop laughing. Come on.
Come on.
I didn't do anything. I'm not doing anything.
You are saying the word that I am so sad you
I'm not
heard.
saying anything. Let's go. Time is money.
And I am sure you are like me and that you don't want to look ill among work people.
Yes. If it would have happened while I was driving, you wouldn't know me.
It's just terrible. And they have no idea why people get it.
You were right. Clients saw me. But my work wife came through for me that day.
I'm sorry, you maxed out on the butt. Can you do that again?
I maxed out on the butt. That's the first time somebody's told me that. You were right. Clients saw me. But my work wife came through for me that day. She even drove my car to the hospital for me.
And that's the woman who said, "Who's Stephanie?" That's the work wife. But
if I fainted at work and a woman caught me, I would have to quit and never come back.
Really? You'd have to quit?
Yeah.
What if it was like a kind of a mannish woman?
I wouldn't be work wife with a mannish woman.
But ERs will experience seasons of vertigo where lots of people will come in with it.
I had no idea about those seasons. But you do feel helpless when they say they can't predict when or where you will get it again.
At the previous place I worked, I had a work husband. He was the best. Yeah, and from what I read, the times when the incidents increase are random. It's all weird.
Fuck!
Yep.
So weird.
How long ago did you have it?
Say 15 months ago? It was definitely winter time.
Oh, wow. Not that long ago. I'm afraid to say I think it's time for bed. I start work in 4 hours.
Yikes! That's that much time.
It's kind of my pattern for Sunday into Monday. All the TCAP stuff keeps me up.
Okay, now I feel less bad. Lol.
Do not worry your pretty little head about it.
Thanks for a truly wonderful conversation. Very exciting topics. Yaha!
The sentiment is mutual.
Back into your bottle, submissive genie or lamp, as the case may be.
Sleep well, weirdo. Talk to you later.
And scene. Okay, my notes on this one was Jorrun did an amazing job. Like, I was in tears how well he did. Kelpish, you need to stop with all the mistakes that you made and maybe talk a little bit louder, okay?